If you've ever tried to nail down the cost of an answering service, you've probably felt like you're trying to solve a mystery. Many services hide their pricing behind content offers, making you share your personal information just to get pricing. That's not helpful and certainly doesn't build trust that they would be a good company to work with. You're trying to make an informed buying decision and deserve to know what you're getting into. We've been answering phones for 92 years and we've seen it all. We know there's a lot of factors that will affect your costs, and that's why some companies are hesitant to give you pricing up front. But that does not mean you should be kept in the dark, which is why in this video we're going to give you a clear breakdown of how much answering services cost and why they cost as much as they do. The average cost for an answering service in 2025, it's generally somewhere between $200 and $400 a month for a small business. It really doesn't tell you much, does it? To really understand the cost, we need to look at how these services are charged, what influences those charges, and what kind of plan might be the best fit for your specific business. So how do answering services charge? Well, it's important to understand the billing methods that are out there. There are two main pricing models that you'll encounter: per call pricing and per minute pricing. Both have their pros and cons, so let's break them down. Per call pricing. This sounds straightforward enough. You pay a set fee for each call that's handled. But here's where it gets a little tricky. What the answering service defines as a call can vary significantly, and this can lead to some pretty unexpected charges. In addition, short calls can rack up charges fast. For example, most answering services will charge for every call, even if it's a wrong number, a telemarketer, or someone accidentally butt-dialed your business. So you could be paying the same amount of money for a 5-second accidental call as you would for a productive potential lead. It doesn't seem very fair, does it? And it really doesn't stop there. Some answering services even charge for sending texts, emails, on-call changes, faxes, counting all of those events as calls. So if you're expecting those to be included in your plan, you should double check. We highly suggest clarifying whether the answering service includes message delivery options in your plan or if those are going to be extra charges. You don't want to get hit with a surprise bill at the end of the month. Now, the other billing method is per minute pricing. Time-based pricing, on the other hand, is a much fairer billing method because it's directly tied to the benefit your business receives. This model is based on the amount of time that your call center spends supporting your business. It's also referred to as work time. This includes answering calls, making outgoing calls, sending texts or emails, or assisting the caller. However, keep in mind that their per minute rate will likely appear to be higher compared to a per call rate. This is because the answering service is potentially doing more work for you outside of just simply answering the phone. Things like adding additional documentation, contacting your staff for urgent calls, and assisting callers with their questions, all of which takes time. Now let's talk about the common answering service plans that you'll find. It's important to remember that these are general guidelines, and every answering service provider is different, and they may structure their plans in slightly different ways. However, this will give you a good idea of what you should expect. It's also important to note that pricing plans are often structured based on the amount of calls you expect to receive monthly. There isn't a one-size-fits-all plan that we can recommend to every business. Every company is different, and answering service plans cover a large spectrum from small businesses to large corporations. So let's get to the most common answering service plans. First is a 100-minute plan, and this is typical for a low call volume, about 1 to 4 calls a day, and you can expect to pay between $150 and $250 a month. Next is the 250-minute plan. This is another low call volume plan for businesses receiving between 4 and 10 calls a day. It costs between $300 and $400 a month and offers a better per minute rate than the 100-minute plan. The 500-minute plan is the most popular plan that we offer, and it's a great value for companies that get over 10 calls a day. Prices are going to range between $600 and $700 a month. The 1,000-minute plan is great for companies who receive over 20 calls a day, and prices will range from $1,100 to $1,300 a month. The 2,500-minute plan is the best value for a high-volume business, and it's essentially an enterprise plan for businesses getting around 40 calls a day. Costs can range from $2,700 to $2,800 a month. If you're saying, wait, I have no clue. How many calls am I going to get a day? Don't worry. We have a video for you right here that covers how you can figure out which answering service plan is right for you.